Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome to a video today that is going to be very different, because in today's video we are back on WWE 2K Universe mode, except with a twist. Essentially lately in the WWE 2K community I've been seeing a trend of these different kind of simulation WWE 2K Universe mode videos, and I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna lie to you, I love that idea. Yoink. All jokes aside, I was watching Phoenix Nitro do one of these simulation videos, and I was like, this is really entertaining, and not only is it entertaining, but I really want to make my own now. Not to mention the fact that when I was younger on these WWE 2K games, and even on the SmackDown vs. Raw games when Universe Mode was first introduced, it was kind of just a fun thing to always do, and I'm sure many of you out there did it as well, where when it came to Universe Mode, you just make a random save and simulate a bunch of times to just see what happens in the WWE. I mean, hell, not even just exclusively WWE 2K games, because I used to do this in FIFA and in NBA with My League and everything, and I know it's a big trend to do over there with My League with the simulations and everything. And so I kind of feel like it's just the natural progression for us as a WWE 2K community to do it with our little simulation mode as well. And so here we are. And I mean, at least for me, as a huge fan of Asuka, I was like, what would happen if I put Asuka back into NXT for one full year in Universe mode? And in today's video, we're about to find out. And so without any more further ado, let's jump right into WWE 2K Universe mode simulation, Asuka back to NXT. Okay, so here we are back on WWE 2K Universe mode, and the first thing I'm going to show you is, before we sim any years here, really I guess I should be saying simulating any amount of weeks, but before we do that, I'm going to show you who the champions are currently. So, Aleister Black is the NXT champion, the NXT Tag Team champions are the Undisputed Era, North American is Adam Cole, Kairi Sane, who Asuka will be going after in her simulation, she is the NXT Women's Champion, and then the rest of these champions down here don't really matter because we're just in NXT for this sim. Now, here we are back on NXT on Wednesdays. The question is Asuka on the first card? Yes, she is, against Maria Kanellis 2008 with Mike in her corner. And there isn't really much else to set up. Let the simulation begin. Now we've simulated the first NXT that Asuka is back on, and she picks up a win against Maria Kanellis. Ooh, and this is very interesting. Kairi Sane lost a promo battle against Shayna Baszler. Shayna might be the one Asuka ends up going after. You really don't even need to pay attention to the Backlash pay-per-view because it doesn't concern us at all. So, on to May Week 2. Here we are at the second NXT show, and Kairi Sane has a match against Bianca Belair. Is Asuka on the show? Asuka's in the main event. Damn, they are treating the NXT legend with a little bit of respect. We love to see that. We love to see it. Okay, let's go ahead and simulate all the matches. Is Asuka... Oh! Asuka lost to Candice LeRae. Damn. No way. That is kind of wild. Wow. I was just going on about how they're treating the legend with respect, but Asuka comes back to NXT and she loses in her second match. What? Nah, there ain't no way this would happen in real life unless it was like a distraction or something, but Candice LeRae picks up the win over Asuka, and Kairi Sane beats Bianca Belair, jumping back up after the last week loss. I actually can't believe that. That is insane. Okay, on to week 3. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, going into this I was kind of expecting Asuka to go ahead and, you know, win a lot. Oh, she's gonna call out, I'm assuming, Candice LeRae in week 3 here in Universe mode, but I was kind of assuming that Asuka would go ahead, go on a winning streak and win the NXT Women's Championship towards War Games, but I guess not. She is not starting off so hot right now, but will she win this promo battle? Okay, Shayna Baszler. Ooh, that'd be a juicy feud in NXT. And now, on to week 4. Asuka is having an up and down return to NXT so far. The Velveteen Dream. Okay, I kind of see what the game is going for here. Candice LeRae versus Shayna Baszler. We've got like a weird like 4-way title pitch going on with Shayna, Kairi, Asuka, and Candice. Are we going to see a fatal 4-way at the next takeover? I guess we're about to find out, but is Asuka on this card? Ooh, that's the first no-show for Asuka. Okay, that is really peculiar. I did not expect Asuka to not be on the show. What rating is she right now? She's an 87. She's 8th in the power ranking. So we are currently at the end of the first month of this Asuka simulation, and Asuka is sitting nicely in 8th place, but she has gone down. She's got the goal of an open challenge. Okay, we're gonna keep an eye on this, but this is very interesting right now. Pete Dunne's at the top though. I love to see that. Oh yeah, big Pete Dunne fan over here. But anyway, let's simulate this next week. Well, Asuka isn't even on the card. Kairi Sane with another win, and Candice LeRae beats Shayna Baszler. Holy mother of God, Candice is getting a big boy push. That's kind of insane. But anyway, on to week number 5. Asuka is back. Okay, in week 5 of NXT, she loses to Shayna Baszler. Oh my God, Asuka is not having a good time right now. I mean, okay, on to week 6. Is Asuka ever going to be able to get out of this slump? This is not the return to NXT. If this happened in real life, I would be so disappointed. I mean, unless it was building to something, but Asuka she's getting jobbed out right now. She got a rematch against Shayna Baszler. This is the only women's match on this week's NXT. And she loses again to Shayna Baszler. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. I did not expect this. Where's she in the power rankings now? Oh, she's somehow gone up. Doesn't even make any sense. She's lost like 2 weeks in a row, but somehow she's rising up in those power rankings and she's about to become #1 contender basically. But Shayna is also there. I don't know what's going on. To be fair, we are only 5 weeks back into Asuka being in NXT. Maybe she's just finding her footing again, you know? Asuka versus Maria Kanellis, and Asuka goes ahead and loses to Maria What? Who is this? This is not Asuka. This is not Asuka. No. There is no goddamn way Asuka would lose to Maria Kanellis. What rating is Maria? She's not above a 70. There's no... She's a 67, and Asuka is currently sitting pretty at an 81. In the space of like 3 weeks, Asuka has lost to Candice, she's lost to Shayna twice, and she's lost like 6 overall ratings in her overall. What? I can't even, I'm almost speechless. I can't believe this is happening. What the hell? I don't like to see this as an Asuka fan. Asuka, pick up the pace. Well, I mean, I guess you can't say this wasn't an entertaining first simulation episode. This is just crazy right now. She has lost so many matches. But anyway, now we're here at the end of June in NXT. Is Asuka on the card again? She's not on the card. Wow, this is... Okay, whatever. Asuka's not on the card at the end of her 2nd month back in NXT. Power rankings, where is she? She's back to 7. Ooh, okay, now this is going to be interesting. We're at the beginning of Asuka's 3rd month back in NXT. She's currently in a rivalry with Shayna Baszler, I see at the bottom there, so that's at least good. She has a chance of getting on this NXT TakeOver Chicago card, I think. I mean, you would at least hope so, because it's Asuka and Shayna Baszler in a rivalry, although so far you just don't know what to expect from this simulation apparently. And so let's have a look at a few days before NXT TakeOver Chicago. She's in another match against Candice LeRae. There is no way that Candice LeRae can beat Asuka again. There is no way, unless Shayna like distracts her. A Shayna Baszler distraction is the only way Asuka loses this match right here against Candice LeRae. It's simulating. No one won it. What? I guess Asuka and Candice LeRae went to a draw right there, or maybe it went to a DQ. It doesn't say specifically for this match, but at least it wasn't a loss. Yes. Does it feel weird to anyone else that we're celebrating the idea of Asuka not losing, like she's lost too much? This shouldn't be the case. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? Anyway, let's go ahead and simulate to NXT TakeOver Chicago. The first pay-per-view of this simulation is Asuka on the card. Yes, she is. You'll love to see it. Hopefully Asuka can go... Oh! Wait a second, look at this, a triple threat for the NXT Women's Championship, I think that is. Actually, wait a second, wait, hold up. They've just gone ahead and booked a normal triple threat match between Bianca, Kairi, and Candice, but the title isn't on the line. Meanwhile, Asuka vs. Shayna is also there. Okay, whatever you want to do, Universe Mode, I'm not here to interject, I'm just here to see what happens. So let's go ahead and simulate NXT TakeOver Chicago real quick. Kairi Sane technically retains her title there, and... This is... Asuka is going out horrendous. She is down bad. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. I'm almost as shocked as when the streak ended. And Asuka's streak ended. This is... Wow. I legit don't know what's going on. Asuka is absolutely ass in this simulation. She's currently 6th in the power rankings, but she's moving like this. And I guess in a way, this is kind of an interesting thing to consider, because when Asuka was in NXT the first time around, I don't think there was any overlay between her and Shayna Baszler in NXT. I think Shayna just came in as Asuka was leaving, or as Asuka just went to main. So, is this a sign? If Asuka would have stayed in NXT another year, would she have been dominated by Shayna Baszler? I don't know. It's seeming like it. I mean, that's the only conclusion I can draw. The presence of Shayna Baszler has spooked Asuka. And once again, Asuka is not on the card anywhere to be seen, but that's a rivalry match, so I'm assuming Asuka is going to cost Shayna Baszler the match, hopefully. I mean, hey, think about it this way, Asuka. Shayna did it to you. It's only fair that you get her back for another loss. Yes, there it is. Okay, she's doing her thing. Wait, let me do the math real quick in my head. So Asuka's got, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. She's got 8 months left in this simulation to turn things around and capture herself a title. Is she gonna do it? Let me know if you think she will down in the comments below mid-video. Because I'm not gonna lie, where I'm sitting right now, I just don't know. It could go either way. I mean, there's always a chance that this is the story they're telling in NXT. You know, Asuka, the dominant one, comes back and she's been dominated by the new dominant one. I can see where they're going here, like a shattered confidence kind of storyline. Maybe that's what we're seeing. I don't know. At this point, your guess is as good as mine. But anyway, July week 3. Oh my god, in July week 3, Asuka has gone ahead and finally beaten Shayna Baszler in NXT. Asuka is on the redemption. Let's go, Asuka. Let's go. Let's go, Asuka. Let's go. This is what I love to see from my girl Asuka. Okay, she is on the redemption right here. She's gonna beat Shayna Baszler in this feud. She's gonna go ahead and win the Women's Championship from Kairi Sane. It's gonna be a banger at Survivor Series weekend. I can already tell where this is going. I mean, surely it's gotta be going that way. Alternatively, she could just lose to Shayna like 3 times in a row and the confidence could be done. But she is on the cover for NXT now. This is a good sign. This is a good sign, fellas. This is a brilliant sign right here. Okay, let's see. She's in the main event against Ember Moon. Does she beat Ember Moon? She does. Asuka is back. Yes. And as we come into this next episode of NXT, which Asuka is in the main event again, hopefully she can beat Shayna again. But this is the first week of August for Asuka in her 4th month in NXT, or I should say her 4th month back in NXT. NXT Takeover Brooklyn is in a couple weeks, and Asuka wins again. Yes. Come on, Asuka. This is what I like to see. See, we had nothing to worry about. What were you guys stressing about earlier? Asuka's on a shattered confidence. What were you talking about? Oh my god, you guys are such drama queens. That could never be me. I don't believe what I'm saying right now. Asuka has beaten Shayna Baszler again the week before NXT Takeover Brooklyn. This is unreal. What does that make it now? Like 4, 5 matches unbeaten. Asuka is starting another streak, and if she loses at Brooklyn, I'm gonna be heartbroken. The storytelling in this simulation right now, you got Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair for the title, and silently in the background, the Empress is building her way back up after a losing streak. This is it right here. You don't see this kind of storytelling anywhere else in the world, folks. So only here on WWE 2K. But anyway, let's simulate NXT Takeover Brooklyn, and Asuka gets the job done again. This is the Empress I needed to see. Oh my god, look at this. And Kairi retained the title as well. This is beautiful. It's all heading to the exact story I knew it would. I was never stressed about this at all. Ooh, hang on a second. Kairi Sane's got a show opener call-out promo. Is she about to call out Asuka real quick? Is Asuka... Okay, she's in the main event. Things are looking up for Asuka. She is now in the main event against Lacey Evans. Meanwhile, Kairi Sane's calling someone out. Is she about to call out Asuka already? Oh... Shayna Baszler's getting a title match? Shayna's the one getting the title match, really? When we just whipped her ass on like consecutive weeks. You know what, man? Whatever, I don't care. Did Asuka? Yeah, she would again. She's on like, I haven't been counting, but I'm sure I'll put a counter in the corner or something to see where we're up to now. But she's on like a 9-match winning streak. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump in here real quick and say that the streak is only up to 6. I don't know why I'm getting so gassed. Relax, mate. And of course, Asuka is now in number 2. A +7 attribute. What is she now? Like 90? She's a 100. Okay, I mean... I guess I kind of understand now why she's been winning so many matches in a row. She got the attribute boost from being high in the power rankings, and now she's gonna go ahead on a winning streak. Okay, I mean, this is a simulation and it's all been organic as hell. You saw she was on the losing streak, she lost power ranking attributes, and then she wins a couple matches against Shayna Baszler, and bam, Asuka is back in the game. With that being said though, as we come to the end of the simulation in August in NXT, she is not on this NXT card, but Kairi Sane is. Is Kairi about to get jumped by my girl? No. Not yet, Kairi Sane, although soon when you're feeling real safe and secure, we're gonna strike. We then move on to week 2 in September, where the streak of Asuka is over at the hands of Maria Kanellis again. What the fuck? I mean, this is only the first episode, but this is already gonna go down as one of the most confusing simulations I have ever done. I am so confused. She was on a winning streak and now she loses to Maria Kanellis at 67? She's a 67 overall, unless she's high in the power rankings, but... Wait a second, hold up. What? Now, hang on just a minute. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing in these power rankings? Or should I say, the lack thereof of what we're seeing? Where the hell has Asuka gone? I don't understand this game. Hang on just a minute. Where the hell has 17? What do you mean 17? How? And let me check Asuka's rating. Okay, she's still at a 93. That's good, but there's no way she should have dropped all the way down. So in week 3 of September, Asuka is not on NXT once again. And by the looks of it, more of the same in week 4 of September. Asuka is not on NXT TV again. I'm just so confused. She returns to NXT, goes on a losing streak, then she goes on a winning streak, a pretty lengthy one. Everything is looking sunny in Philadelphia. She loses 1 match to Maria Kanellis, and suddenly Creative has nothing for her. I don't understand what is happening. But with that being said, we move on to October week 1, where Asuka has made a return to NXT TV to face Candice LeRae, and she has somehow lost again. We move on to October week 2, where Asuka is back in the winning column with a win against Lacey Evans. Okay. And meanwhile, in the main event of NXT, despite the fact that Asuka beat Shayna Baszler so many times, Shayna is the one heading into a championship match against Kairi Sane. And I really don't have much to say about the 3rd week in October, because once again, Asuka is not on the show. So here we are now on October week 4, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm kind of losing hope now that Kairi Sane Asuka feud is ever even gonna happen in it. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I am over the moon to see Asuka versus Kairi Sane there. I thought this was never gonna happen, I thought this day was never gonna come. And listen to me carefully when I say this made absolutely zero sense to get here, but the point is, we are here now. So Asuka versus Kairi Sane in week 4 October of NXT, does Asuka pin the champion? And she does pin the champion Kairi Sane as well, okay, and it's a potential rivalry, I like where this is going. With that win over Kairi Sane in mind, we move on to week 1 of November where Asuka is once again facing Lacey Evans. Okay, I am officially so confused again. And now here we are in November week 1 at the beginning of Asuka's 7th month in her return to NXT, and she's lost to Lacey Evans again. And it's a potential rivalry. Even though the potential rivalry she just had against Kairi Sane, she beat her, so I just don't know what's going on anymore. Kairi Sane just lost to Bianca Belair. Watch how Bianca gets a shot at TakeOver. Oh, I can't. Moving on to November week 2 in NXT, Asuka is not on the show once again. November week 3 brings a very familiar sight. Asuka versus Candice LeRae again, and let me guess, Candice is about to win. Oh, shocker. Somehow, someway, Candice freaking Wrestling is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. I don't think Asuka has beaten Candice LeRae one time in this universe mode, and she's currently sitting at an 86 overall. Candice is sat at a 76. We move on to November week 4 where apparently Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane are now in a rivalry, so I guess that the fact that Asuka pinned the champion just didn't matter. My god, this is stunningly accurate to real life WWE. Non-champion superstars have pinned the champion and they've just forgot about it. Wow. WWE planting seeds for a storyline and then forgetting about it? That doesn't sound like them. Oh, for goodness sake, not Candice LeRae again, let me guess. Moving on to December week 1, Asuka was in a promo battle against Lacey Evans and she lost. December week 2 sees Asuka take on Ember Moon and she goes ahead and loses the match as well, okay. Meanwhile, in a rivalry match against the champion, Shayna Baszler won, even though Asuka beat her ass, you know. This is literally the Christmas episode of NXT right here. Surely, Asuka can get a win for Christmas. Please. No. Fellas, I think we've just got to accept at this point that Asuka, she can't hack it in the new NXT with all these new superstars. She just can't get it done. It's just the way it has to be. There's a UK title match on this NXT. Asuka and Maria Kanellis. There's an NXT title match as well. This is the New Year's Eve on New Year's Day episode of NXT, and let me guess, Asuka, she won against Maria. Oh my god. Are we about to see her go back on a winning streak again? And Roderick Strong picks up the UK title, and Cassius Ohno is NXT champion. Wow. And Shayna beat Kairi again. Oh my god. You know what? Wait a second. Bear with me a second. Conspiracy theory time. Are they booking it in this way because we had that feud with Shayna Baszler earlier in the summer? So is Shayna about to win the NXT Women's Championship and then face Asuka at the WrestleMania weekend takeover? Ooh, wait a minute. This might pick up. January week 1 sees Asuka with a call-out promo and she wins against Lacey Evans. Meanwhile, Kairi picks up a win against Bianca Belair. January week 2 and Asuka picks up a much-needed win against Lacey Evans. Meanwhile, Kairi Sane loses to Shayna Baszler. Or excuse me, Kairi Sane beats Shayna Baszler. And just days before NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, it's a draw between Asuka and Ember Moon. And this is what I love to see. Asuka is back on a TakeOver card against Lacey Evans, but it could still be good for her. Meanwhile, Kairi versus Shayna in an Extreme Rules match for the title. Okay, this could be very interesting here. Is Shayna about to pick up the title? Yes, she is. Meanwhile, this surely has to be a good look sign. Asuka is back on the promo thing for NXT. She's in the main event calling out Shayna Baszler. Oh, what did I say? What did I say? They are actually doing it, the mad bastards. They're gonna do Asuka versus Shayna. Oh, they've been telling this story the whole time, haven't they? I guess I'm just an idiot. It just went straight over my head. This is where we're going right here. Asuka surely has to be the one to face Shayna at the pay-per-view at WrestleMania weekend and pick up the title. It has to happen. Come on, please. We're in February now. We're heading into the final parts of this year's simulation. Come on, Asuka. Don't fail me now. Shayna beats Lacey Evans and Asuka beats Maria. Oh my god. Please, for the love of god. It's been very inconsistent booking, but you'd expect nothing less from this company. February week 2. Let's go ahead and simulate it. Lacey Evans beats Shayna in a promo, and Asuka is not on the show. Moving on to February week 3, for some reason, Lacey Evans is getting a title opportunity. Why? Why is she the one in a promo against Shayna? We were just with her, and now we're not on the show again. Come on. Oh my god, I don't get it. I don't get it. February week 4, Asuka versus Maria again, and Maria wins again. Of course she does. Meanwhile, on NXT, Lacey Evans has pinned the former champion for some reason, because apparently Lacey Evans has turned into Candice LeRae, and I can't believe Candice LeRae is now the measuring stick for an OP women's wrestler. Not even that Candice LeRae is bad, but apparently Candice and Lacey are just the kings and queens of this universe mode. You know what? We haven't checked the power rankings in a while. Where is Asuka? She's in 19. Oh, it's over. It is so over. And I am so over this right now. She's an 86 overall and she's losing to 75. She's losing to a 77, man. What the hell is this? March week 1, we see Pete Dunne once again challenging for the UK Championship and Roderick Strong retains. Meanwhile, Kairi Sane beats Asuka. And once again, Asuka is on a losing streak. And apparently this is a potential rivalry again, but it doesn't matter now. She doesn't have the title anymore. I don't care. I want Shayna. Oh my god, this is looking bad, guys. I don't think Asuka... How could she come back to NXT for a full year and not win the title? There's an NXT Women's Championship match. Hold up, pause, wait for it. This could turn into our favorite. She's not even on this card, okay, but this still could be interesting. If Lacey picks up the title here, she doesn't, but surely this means now that Shayna is done with Lacey and Asuka can come in for the final few weeks and win the title. Come on. Oh my god, okay, let's see what's going on, please. No, oh, she's calling out someone. Let it be Asuka. Let it be Asuka. This has been the most up and down bipolar simulation ever. Another call out promo from Shayna at the end of March. It's Bianca Belair. What? And suddenly this just got real emotional because we move on to the final NXT TV before the final pay-per-view of this year-long simulation for Asuka, and it's not looking good, fellas. It is not looking good. Asuka is currently at 84 overall. She's not even on NXT TV this week. It's Shayna versus Bianca. Oh, this is just, it's I don't understand how the dominantist, that's not even a word, the most dominant wrestler, women's wrestler in NXT history comes back and she's not even on Takeover. Just simulating, man. I don't care. Bianca wins the women's title. Oh. It just makes no sense how she can go on such a dominant run so many times. She pins the champion and somehow still she doesn't get the match. How does that make any sense? How does she not even get one match in the entire year? Well, whatever. I know I've said it a bunch of times throughout this video, but I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I never will. I'm confused. But with all of that being said, that is where I'm wrapping up the Asuka 1 year back in NXT simulation. Unfortunately, and quite crazily, in one entire year of Asuka being back in NXT, she went ahead and returned to NXT on a losing streak. She then went on a winning streak, lost to Maria Kanellis. She was off NXT TV for weeks. She pinned the champion, did not go ahead and enter into a feud with the champion, did not get a single championship match in the entire year, and then she just was absent for the last couple pay-per-views. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't really understand why Asuka, of all people, would be so disrespected and lose to Candice LeRae so many times, and Lacey Evans and Maria Kanellis and whoever else. But there's your simulation. I did not see this going this way. I thought Asuka was going to come back to NXT and have a very dominant run, win the title a couple times, and have a match against Kairi Sane. None of that happened. So it just goes to show you how wild these simulations in WWE 2K Universe mode can be. Not always. It doesn't always go the way you think it will. Regardless of the sad and depressing note that happened to Asuka, if you did enjoy this video, then go ahead and drop a massive like on it. It really sounds way to it a lot more than you think, and it lets me know that you want to see more of these type of simulation videos, because I really enjoyed making this despite the fact that Asuka got absolutely destroyed. And also, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the up and coming content on the channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and that's been it. Too sweet.